Hello everybody, welcome to another video. Today in this tutorial you will mainly learn how to make your own ice textures and use them in the game, and even though it might sound really complicated at first, it's not, and don't worry since I'm gonna show you everything you need to know in this video. Alright, so before we get started on making our own ice texture, we will need to download this software called UABEA, and you can find the link on the description of this video. What UABEA does is that it lets you change stuff inside the game, for example the ice texture that we're gonna change today. So we go ahead and download the file, and I guess that most of you are on Windows, so you download the Windows one. I'm not sure how it works if you're not on Windows, so I cannot help with that. Once we click on that, then the download should start. Alright, so once we downloaded UABEA, then we click on the file, and we will need to extract the files, so we click on the extract to, and then just press OK. So once we extracted them, we go ahead and go where we extracted them to. For me, it's just in downloads. When you have found them, you double click it, scroll down until you see the app with the purple logo, double click that, click yes, and then you should see this. So now we are inside UABEA, but if you get something that says you need to download something, then you go ahead and download it, and then just reopen UABEA. Alright, so once we are inside, everything is downloaded, then we can click on the button that says File, then Open, and then you need to go into your POC files. For me it's in my other drive, but if you cannot find yours, then go into your Steam, right click on POC, then right click on Manage or Properties, I'm not sure what it says, then you click on Browse Local Files, and then you should find your POC file directory. So when you have found POC on your files, we go to POC_data, then we scroll down until we find shared assets 2.assets. You should see that, and then you click on that and click Open. Okay, so if you've done everything right, you should see this screen with all these different materials. So what we want to do from here is click on View, then Filter, and then you click Deselect All, then you scroll down until you see Texture 2D, then click on that and then close the window. Texture 2D is where you find the hockey rink template and change it. You can also find other stuff in there, but I'm gonna show them in other tutorials. So when you are there, you go all the way up if you're not already, then you should see the hockey_rink if you scroll down a bit. And that is where we get the template, which we can edit in any software we want, and then replace the edited template to the current one. Alright, so you click on the hockey_rink, then you click plugins, then you click export texture, and then export it to somewhere you want. I suggest making an own folder for your own textures, so you can find all of them easily. I have named my own folder as POC textures, but you can name it to whatever you want as long as you will remember it. So once you created the file, you go and put the template in there and then just click save and OK. Alright, so once we have the template, you go ahead and edit it however you want. If you want, you can use the same editing software as I'm using, or then you can use your own. So I'm using this site called Photopea, which is on Google, so you don't need to download anything, and plus it's free. So once you're here, you drag the template from the file you just created to the side, and then you should have this screen. From here you can do whatever you want. You can paint your eyes to black, or you can add your own logo, it's up to you. I'm gonna show an easy edit since I don't know how familiar you guys are with editing. Some of you might be better than me. So I actually have my own logo in my files, which I want to add into the middle circle. So we add it there, and then we resize it a little bit until I think it looks good. And now we basically could just save it unless you want to do anything else. Now the important thing is that when we are done with the texture, you need to save it as a PNG file, not anything else, because in that case it will not work. So you click on File, then Save As, and then PNG. From here you can see the final product, and if you see some things you want to add, you can still go back and edit, but for me I think I'm happy with this, so I'm just gonna click on Save. From here again, I drag it under the file I have all of my textures in, which for me is the POC textures, and boom, we can see it in there. Now the rest is gonna be really easy. You've basically done most of the hardest things, and now what's left is just a click of a few buttons. So you go to UABEA, then Asset Info, and then you click on Plugins, then you need to click Edit Texture, click OK, click Load, then you find the one you just made, double click it. After all of that, you click on Save. Keep in mind that the ice is a big thing to change, so you might need to wait a little bit until it loads. For me, now it loaded, so basically I'm all done. Then we click on File, then Save. From here, what you need to do is just open POC and let's go test it out. Alright, we are in POC, so let's go ahead and practice and let's see what it looks like. Okay, it's really clean, of course not the best I've made, but I like it. Okay, I think this is all for today, so I hope you guys learned something new, and I also hope to see you guys in the next video, so thank you for watching.